Assalamu alaikum and hello everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a super easy chocolate mousse. For this recipe you only need chocolate and eggs. In the original recipe it said you needed 100 grams of chocolate and 4 eggs, and that provides about 8 servings, but I don't think we're going to eat that much, so instead I'm going to use half of that chocolate bar and 2 eggs. Now let's get started. So now you're going to want to separate your egg whites from your egg yolk, and you're going to want to save your egg yolk for later because you're going to be using it later on in the recipe. And whilst you're going to be whisking your egg whites, you want to melt your chocolate. You can either do this over a pot of boiling water or in the microwave. I decided to do it in the microwave because I find that a bit easier. So now you're going to want to carry on whisking until you get the desired consistency, which I've already said before is stiff peaks, and it shouldn't take too long to whisk it, but you want to make sure it's at the right consistency so that it makes the mousse nice and smooth. So I'm just showing you the progress of when it gets into stiff peaks. This is what it looks like midway through, and you want to carry it on until it gets nice and stiff, and I'll show you later on what it should look like before you put your chocolate into it. So over here my nephew wanted to whisk it as well, but this is the kind of consistency you want it to be before you add in your chocolate. So here you've got your melted chocolate and the egg yolks you saved earlier, and you're going to want to pour in your egg yolks into the melted chocolate, and you don't want to let it sit it on top. You want to mix it quite quickly, otherwise it's going to start to cook and it won't be incorporated properly. Once you have put the chocolate into the egg whites, you're going to want to fold that together, and to fold it together we're going to be using a spoon. So now I'm gently folding the egg whites with the chocolate, and you want to just do it quite gently, and as I said earlier I'm using a spoon for this. So once your chocolate mousse is well combined, you're going to want to put it into some bowls, and you're going to want to refrigerate it. At least refrigerate it for a couple of hours before you serve it. I actually left this overnight in the fridge, and they said on the recipe that the longer you leave it, the better it will taste. So this is what these two look like before I put it in the fridge. So this is what the mousse looks like after it's been refrigerated. As I said earlier, you want to refrigerate it for at least a couple of hours before you eat it. But I refrigerated this overnight, and as you can see it's risen a little bit, so you don't want to overfill your bowls. And this is just a closer look of what it looks like. You can have this with whatever you want. It's kind of like a Nutella and chocolate kind of tasting. And you can have this with strawberries or whatever you like, or you can just have it plain. And here's a closer look if you want to see what it looks like in a spoon. And it looks really nice and chocolatey, and I want to eat it now. I also put a strawberry on it for a bit of decor, but you can actually eat it with a strawberry, but I prefer it just plain, but it's honestly your own preference. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.